Hey guys, welcome. This is Brad Krantz. Thanks so much for joining me today for my Monday morning leadership. Today I've got leadership perspectives with a friend and new business partner, Neil Fasolino. So Neil will be joining us today, and we're going to talk about leadership perspectives from his standpoint as a new business partner. Thanks for joining me today, Neil. Welcome. I think Neil's ready to join us.
I am here.
You are there. Gotcha, man. It's good to have you here, man. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Hey, how's the weather out in New Jersey, by the way?
I tell you, I think we're starting to see the first signs of winter. We have some snow flurries once in a while in the morning time,
Oh,
and
wow.
it's getting quite chilly and windy.
Okay. Not quite here. It's kind of overcast today, but we're good. We're actually headed to Montana here Thursday, so we're going to go to Kalispell, and I think we might get some snow there. So
Okay.
it'll be fun. But hey, man, I'm glad to have you on today. You're a new business partner of ours with Adam Ashley Reeker, 3LE team in that. So just kind of wanted real briefly your background, Neil. What's kind of your background? What have you done? What are you doing right now?
Okay. Well, I started with on the traditional route, which is basically, college, and went into the business program and focused on accounting, and ended up starting my career as an accountant. And I did that for 10 years, got my CPA over that 10 years. But at the end of the 10 years, I was so burnt out, fried, disillusioned, and realizing that I was not in the right career, not doing good health-wise, for many reasons.
Yeah.
I needed to get out, and I was afforded the opportunity to get out. So I did, and I had to reevaluate my life. And so essentially I got into massage therapy because it's more along the lines of the type of person that I am in terms of wanting to help people on a daily basis and give back and contribute, and more hands-on and physical. I wasn't a desk person at that time, I felt. So and so I've been doing that for quite some time, almost 18 years.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, it's been a while. But over the years, it's like I knew I was happy with what I was doing, but not really happy with where I was financially, and always had a kind of a concern, like, as I get older, I better start thinking about doing something, because this might not be cutting it for me, and it certainly wasn't. It afforded me a decent lifestyle, but definitely not. I did not accrue enough savings and 401ks and all this.
Excuse me.
Not that I need that, but you know what? I think everyone kind of needs something like that when they're getting ready to retire. So and so I had always explored online about get rich quick and this program and that program, and wanting to get involved in something. But for whatever reason, either financially I couldn't afford to do it, or it didn't seem like the right opportunity, or I was getting weird feelings about the people I was dealing with. So nothing ever came to fruition. As luck would have it, I will say luck, because I'm glad I'm in this industry, which we call network marketing now. I'm so happy to be here, and I think this is what's going to turn things around for me. However, the first opportunity and introduction to network marketing was with the larger company that most people are familiar with. And I was kind of happy with the whole concept, and I loved the training that I was getting and learning about leadership and learning new things and meeting new people. But I feel like after almost a year's time, I hit kind of like a brick wall when it came to how was I actually really going to grow this business, and how was I going to attract people to want to work with me. And many of the companies, including the one that I was with, are relying on kind of, I'll use the word archaic methods of, going out and soliciting people in stores and in parks and things of that nature, or calling people that you haven't talked to for 30 years on the phone, trying to get them to join your team. Now, I'm a genuine person. I would never come off as phony, but I think I would still have had a really, really difficult time using that as my only avenue to build my team.
It's a weird deal to breach the topic of business or finance with somebody you don't know, right?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
It's just it's awkward. Now, interestingly, Neil, we met through social media, which is kind of where I'm going to go with this, building an online business, leveraging social media, now working with a top-notch digital media. But we met through social media. I'm in Seattle here. You're out in New Jersey. Tell me a little bit about that. Because I mean, that one, it shows that social media works, guys. If you do it right, people will reach out to you. Neil's a classic example, which is one of the reasons I have him on, because the guy reached out to me and, hey, now we're working together.
Yeah. Yeah. It's funny how it happened, because it's not something that I planned or expected to happen that way. But I was doing research in other opportunities within network marketing, and saw a wonderful spread of videos on YouTube. And Brad had been involved in that. And, I said, the heck, I'm just going to reach out to Brad and just ask some questions. I really didn't know, all the details that were involved in all that. And sure enough, I felt like I hit it off with Brad, and he really made me feel comfortable. And I felt like I could learn a lot from Brad and benefit from him. He's got so many years of knowledge, both in his regular job and then within the network marketing industry. So I was excited, but I didn't realize that, he's in Washington. I'm here in New Jersey. So we're like the two complete opposite sides of the country.
Yeah.
And then our partner also, Adam and Ashley, partners Adam and Ashley, they're right in the middle of the country.
Yeah, I know.
So I'm like, okay, it's not like I could pop in my car and go visit my sponsor. Yeah. So I said, wow, I guess I'm going to be doing this. I'm going to be doing something that's going to be pretty much online and using social media and learning this way. And it's been absolutely like the best thing ever, because awesome. I first of all, I've always wanted to learn more about social media and how to use it, and never put the time into it because I figured it wasn't really important or necessary for me, Well, but it's exciting me because now I'm realizing that friends and family list and meeting people in Starbucks doesn't have to happen, that I actually could build my own presence online via social media and build my business that way. Now, I mean, I'll spread my business manually too, any which way, but
exactly.
I think my main efforts now are going to be building my presence via social media and see where this goes. And I think that we're on the cusp of something that is going to be really big, and that is what's really getting me very excited.
Huge. Social media, I want to call it the great equalizer, because again, you've got the US has got a population of like 330 million people, pretty good sized country. But globally, you've got like 7.7 billion people. So I'd say, would you rather have a target market within the 330 million or within the 7.7 billion? And really, literally, we have a global opportunity, but through social media, we're able to reach out. And as we were talking before this with Neil, I have literally people from around the world reaching out to me because of my presence on social media. I'm here to help Neil do that too. But that's what's so powerful. If you create the right image, I'm going to take right from the playbook of Gary Vaynerchuk, don't sell, but build your brand. People are going to reach out to you. Right, Neil? There you go. Man, awesome resource, guys. If you haven't read that book, highly recommend it, because it's going to give you the right mentality. I think the right philosophy for social media. So you're excited, Neil. I'm going to bring up, I got one up on you now too. I'm going to bring up The Nuclear Effect by Scott Oldford, right? This book is a virtual blueprint for what we're already doing. As I started reading this back beginning part of October, when actually we were heading to Kalispell, Montana, my wife's driving, I'm reading this, I'm going, oh my gosh, we're already doing this checklist of like 15 things. I said, we're already doing that.
Yeah.
And you started reading it too, Neil. What's your initial impression of it? Because I think we're not the only crazy ones. I don't think we're crazy, but other people get how to scale a global business online.
Yeah. It totally makes sense to me. I mean, obviously this guy has been in the industry for a while, working on the internet and developing systems and whatnot. Now he does it for huge companies, but he developed kind of like a roadmap, it seems. That's his kind of 6 pillars, as he calls them. That he says, if you follow these 6 pillars and you do it the right way, he says you can be on your way to building a 6 to a 7+ figure business, and I believe that. But I think it's no one maybe ever got it down like a little Bible like this of something to follow. So no one really knew how to go about building a business online. It sounds like something that would be fun or interesting and very lucrative, but how do you do it? you know?
Yeah, that brings up a good question, because I start asking people now. I go, define what you mean by building a business online. Because again, if we're back in 1998 or 1999, just having a website qualified, but that doesn't anymore. And what's even more interesting is when we get into what we're doing with 3LE Jeunesse Global, is truly taking a business that's traditionally been built person to person through, you talked about the proverbial name list of people, friends, family, and all that, to now we're building it online, leveraging social media, and then working with a digital marketing specialist. It really changes the game.
It does. It does. And when I started going through some of the training that you and Adam and Ashley had put together as part of their package online, talking about building a brand and developing an online presence, and I'm like, a brand? I guess I never thought of that.
Yeah.
So it's just a different way to look at building a business. It's more about developing a brand and what I'm all about and what I'm passionate about, and sharing that with everyone.
Yeah.
Okay. And the people that want to follow me, or that have the same mindset as I do, will kind of join me, or participate, or listen to what I have to say, and then eventually maybe become part of my team. Which is the ultimate goal.
Yeah.
And that sounds like a much better way of going about building a team.
Well, it does, and I think from what we talked about earlier, Gary Vaynerchuk talks about building your brand versus selling, and so many people on social media are trying to sell. You make a connection with somebody, they want to sell you XYZ. There's no relationship built, there's no rapport built. But it goes about, again, what we were talking. People will buy something from you if they know you, like you, and trust you. And I think, and I believe, and you're proof of this, people will partner with you if they know you, like you, and trust you. And you do that by having a presence on social media, that you build your brand, your persona, if it will, not selling. When we first talked, Neil, I didn't ask you to sign up or buy a product or anything like that, or, hey, let's get you going, right?
Mm-hmm. No, I honestly, I knew it was network marketing related, but I did not buy into the company or 3LE. Even at that point, I bought into the 3 people that were talking to me on YouTube. Those are the people that I bought it. And it is almost like, okay, it's really not relevant what business it is or what they're doing. I like them, and I believe in them. So if they're going to do it and they say they're going to be successful, then you know what? I'm on board.
I could say, we could be selling toothpicks or something, but if you believe in the people, and that's what's so key. I think, especially with social media, Neil, and as me and you've developed our relationship, is it really is about building relationships. I think social media does give you the ability. Again, I'm in Seattle, you're in New Jersey, but Zoom, people can say, hey, they hate it, they're tired of it. Guys, we were on Zoom before it got popular. Okay, it's a great business tool, and I can talk to people in South Africa. I can talk to people in England or New Jersey or wherever it is on Zoom, and it brings you close. But like you said, Neil, it's not so much the opportunity. Even though I think we have a top-notch company, a company that's global, has capacity, and has scaled their business globally. But it's really about the team. How do you effectively build that now in the 21st century? Build it using 21st century technology, not stuff from the 50s and 60s, right? Making a name list. I mean,
Well, the difference is you folks said that Jeunesse, the company, was top notch and a $1 billion company, and et cetera, et cetera. You said enough, and you guys believed in it. And obviously, Brad and Ashley spent a long time figuring out what was going to match up with 3LE, and they came and they landed up on Jeunesse. Okay, good. He did all the work, So if I buy into you guys, if I buy into Brad, Ashley, and yourself, then okay, I don't need to research Jeunesse. You did it for me. Thank you.
I believe you're a CPA background. I have somebody else I work with that's a CPA. She spent like 3 weeks checking it out before she got in. But I think you made a great point. But there's like 8 or 9 of us, I'm trying to remember the exact number, on our leadership team with over 100+ years experience in business in general, but also within the network marketing industry. And one of them, Val Campbell, had spent over 10 years watching this company that we're with, Jeunesse, seen them grow, seen them expand globally, look and see what they're doing. So this wasn't a decision that we made just by
agree.
rolling dice or,
Yeah, yeah,
picking
yeah, yeah.
straws and saying, hey, which company should we go with? This
Yeah,
was a really well thought out decision made over time with, 8 or 9 people, part of the
yeah,
mastermind.
yeah.
But Neil, tell me what you're excited about in this business.
Well, I guess as being an accountant, I'm kind of a structured person, and I
Mhm.
like a game plan, and I like to see something that makes sense and that could possibly work.
Yeah.
And I like intelligent people being a part of that, and so that part is getting me excited. And that
Yeah.
this is much more than just your typical network marketing company where I'm going to run out there and
Oh
try
yeah.
to
Yeah.
get people to join me. I just think I'm involved in something bigger. I'm something that's going to be really big. I think because we are touching on something that not many other companies are in terms of utilizing social media to build the business and this type of thing. So I think I'm a part of something great, and that builds an excitement into me.
Yeah.
And then everything else that will go along with it. I mean, assuming I stick with it and build my business, I could be very, very successful in a short amount of time and make all the money that I was worried about not making.
Yeah. That's
So
awesome. You
it's good
kind of
stuff.
answered one of my questions there. I'm gonna kind of maybe close with this. What have you seen from leadership displayed? As far as the leadership of the 3LE team, what has impressed you there, Neil?
I tell you, it's only been a couple of months, but I already see, like for example, we have like regular things now going on 3 or 4 times a week right now within our team.
Hmm.
Trainings on
Hmm.
different topics, on leadership, on how to work with new people coming into the team, on uh, just different topics on how to go online and learn about different aspects of social media.
Yeah.
We have stuff going on, so I just feel like, wow, there's just so much. I almost can't keep up with all the stuff that's available for us now. So
Yeah.
so in terms of leadership, I feel that you guys, you, Brad and Adam and Ashley and everyone else involved are really stepping to the plate in terms of showing that you are leaders and that you are going to make this happen.
Yeah.
And I mean, the effort. I know the time and effort you're all putting in. It's amazing. This stuff is not just coming out of the air. All these systems that are being developed and partnerships that are being made.
Yeah.
It's just a lot going on. So this is why I'm excited, and
Awesome.
I could only hope to learn enough and get to the level where you guys are to be a leader and then lead my own team the same way.
We'll get you there. I think the bottom line is too, what really attracted me is Adam and Ashley have put together a free training system. We have a basic version and an advanced version. We will give those away to people that are interested
Yeah.
for free, no strings attached. You just have to download it. It's 100% safe because we want people to succeed. Neil, I want you to succeed. I want people that you bring in to succeed. We want to help people and change this industry and get out of bring it out from the 50s or 60s into the, 2020 and now 2021 as it approaches. So again, I appreciate your words. And did you have any parting, I don't want to say parting shots, but parting thoughts for maybe somebody new watching this, wondering out, what the heck are these guys talking about?
I would say, take a look at the webinar or things like this and just get, like I said, a feel for the people that are involved in the company and the team.
Yeah.
And if you identify and you also want to be successful and a part of something that's going to be really great, I know it will be, then you should really give it some strong consideration,
Okay.
and that's it. And maybe you'll
Awesome.
be as happy and excited as I am in a couple of months.
Awesome. Well, Neil, thanks so much for joining me here today, guys. Thanks for tuning in, watching. I'll leave information to reach out. You reach out to Neil if you got questions with him too, but this is really here to showcase Neil. But please reach out to us with questions. We're happy to answer. We're happy to get you information. We're really just here to help educate you and provide you information so you can make a quality decision, guys. Thanks so much for joining me here today, guys, on Monday Morning Leadership and Leadership Perspectives with
Thank you,
Neil
Brad.
Fasolino. Bye-bye now.